Hello everybody, this is Meerra Mevawala. Today I have created a look for ABTC, that is Association of Beauty Therapy and Cosmetology. I hope you enjoy this look. Thank you so much. So now I am adding moisturizer to the skin. Moisturizer should be only a peanut size and not more. The moisturizer is Emrollis, easily available in many stores. I'll just warm it up a little bit with my finger, the areas where I've applied, so it just penetrates into the skin well. So generally when you're doing for a bride or you're doing a makeup, a moisturizer has to be applied 10 minutes prior. So it gets absorbed and it's not on the skin layer. Now I'm applying primer, which is from Krylon HD primer. While doing makeup, you should observe wherever the correction is required, so you can easily work on an area faster. So concealer and corrector is mostly done to make the skin look even. The base should look the tone she has. After putting primer should be on the T-zone. Very gently. Primer helps to constrict the pores for longer hours. Now I'm using a concealer. The concealer which is of Derma. So I have mixed DFP and D30. Right now I'm using a concealer. Concealer always tapping, movement and not stretching. So we just fill up that area. Start from the deepest portion of the eye. Okay. So you can see I have used the concealer and her skin is looking very even now. Don't overput because she can have then the bags will be shown well, the eye bags, so don't overuse the concealer. It should be very thin layer and just tapping movement. So wherever you finish, just blend it with the skin so it looks even and nice. I require concealer on the lip corner. Wherever you feel there's a discoloration or a bit of pigment, hyperpigment, if some client has, just to even that out. Nose corners are also mostly discolored, so just be careful and use those area. So you can see now the skin looks very even. Show left and right. So now I have taken a L'Oreal foundation. One is 6N, which is of True Match. So True Match, and I am using 7 of True Match. Okay. So I will check which color is matching to her skin tone. So 7 goes really well, and here I will do 6. 6 is a bit fairer, you can see the white tone, so I will choose 7. Straight there, wow, there, camera is there. So I pick up 7 and I'm using that on this side. Your base should match your neck. I want to give a very natural look, so I'm using a liquid foundation. And it gives a very hydrating look. It's a L'Oreal True Match. It's a buildable foundation. If you feel it's not covered well, you can always add some more to it. So I am applying in downwards from the zygomatic bone to the chin area, because I want the face to look narrow. I lift the cheeks by applying it outwards. So the application is always different as per the face type and the facial features. So when you use liquid foundation, the face doesn't look too chubby, and she look as her own face and not too healthy, you know. So it depends. If the person is quite chubby, you don't use cream foundations, because she look more healthier. This side. Always cover the ears. Look this side. So I cover the ears also. Till the neck, till where the dress comes, we always apply the same foundation to get an even skin tone. So beyond this is a wider area. You can use a big brush. Under eye, light eye, ठीक से. I'm just using with the blender and only tapping motion. The client should look up so he can deposit the product where, from inner corner to outer corner, starting from the deepest portion. Since we had corrected, wherever we correct, we just tap and we don't blend it this way, because you will remove the concealer work which we have done under work will come out. We just do the blender tapping so that any excess product will come out which is not required for her face will come out and will blend well. So now you can see an even skin tone. Show left to right. Yeah. The skin looks very even and nice. So now we apply powder. Powder can be done with translucent powder, or you use a compact powder. So if you want more coverage and you have applied less foundation, you can use a compact powder because it has heavy pigments in there. I'm using a compact powder. So under eye, I start with a powder puff. So before doing that, I will just remove the creases if any. So I just set it with the powder puff. I am using MAC NC42. Always remove the creases before powdering, otherwise you will set the crease also and you cannot correct it then. Nose corners, because they are mostly oily for her skin, the nose corners are oily. So the T-zone I will apply with a powder puff. The rest area I do it with the brush because I don't want too much of the powder. The eyelid I have not yet touched. I will be doing this before the eye makeup. Turn this side. So compact powders are also a foundation itself. They are heavy in pigment. Always the foundations have to be set with powder, otherwise if you touch them the foundation comes out because they are oil based. So you can see after powdering it looks matte and it's become a long stay now. So now after powdering I will just conceal the eyes with the same foundation. Very minimum you need to apply. Turn this way. Framing the eyebrow from below. It should blend well. From inner corner to outwards. From inner corner to out we apply the foundation and I will powder over it. So now I will powder this. Stop. Wait. So don't allow the client to open the eyes and we powder it. Very thin layer on the eyes because the eyelids are very thin, very fine skin over there, so we don't put too much product. So now we start with eyeshadows. I'm using these two brushes. These are dome brushes and I'll be starting with a black one. Both are goat hair brushes. I'm using a Huda Beauty palette, Desert Dusk palette, and the color that I'm applying on the transition area is Eden. So this is the transition area. Transition area connects with the D socket and the highlighter brow bone. After applying, always have a clean brush in your hand to just blend it and blend with your foundation so it looks connected and there is no demarcation line. Look this side. So we do it on the transition area. And then blend with a clean brush on that side, on the corners with the skin. Yeah. So I put the same foundation, the same eyeshadow under the, look up, under the eyes, connecting on the corners. This opens up the eye also, because when the foundation is still near the eye, it looks like, many people say eyes are looking Chinese. It's because the white is still here. So we also use some connected foundation, so it looks connected. Connected eyeshadow. Now I'm using this color eyeshadow. Before I use this on the transition and this on the D socket. I'm using a real hair bristle. Every brush and every bristles have a meaning. Why we are using in which area. This I am applying on the D socket. It's a dome brush from Krylon. And I connect with my transition, so you can see it's looking like dark to light. It's getting connected. I'm just blending it in a circular motion, so there is no demarcation line and it looks even and nice. So you can see it's looking so even. Same way I do it on the other side. I will make the client turn so I can see where I'm working. So here you can see my brush is going deep. It's the eyeball where it's ending. So that's your D socket line. And we blend with the transition area, not going above, just on that line, the T socket line. We just circular motion so it blends well. Looks great. So you can see it's looking so flawless and nice. You can just go closer and show that. Close your eyes. It's an even application. That is what we achieve. Same color as we did before. we apply it below the eye. Look up. With a clean brush, I will just connect this. Show the side, so you can see how it is connected. Yeah. Just blending it, and we achieve the transition from D socket to the transition area, dark to light. On the D socket center, I am using a highlighter, this one, which is a matching color, Blood Moon, so that will just highlight the eyeball area. So you can see it's just highlighting the inner corner. Using a flat brush, the stomach of the brush with real hair bristles, so the product sticks well. So here you can see how it's looking, and I will do the highlighter. I'm just using an ivory color here first. Just warm up with my finger. Because if you don't warm up, it will show a patch. So we just warm it and blend it with the finger, with the heat of your finger. I'm just highlighting that area with the same color. Again, just blend it. So open your eyes. So you can see it's looking so bright and nice with the highlighter. Okay. And we use little bit highlighter in the front also. Now I'm going to groom the eyebrows and then do the liner. I'm doing the eyebrows. Before that, I will just groom it upwards. Do this way. And I'm using a pencil, a lighter one in the front and a darker one at the back. This is from Etude. The front should be always light, so it looks softer. Too dark in the front doesn't look nice. Just in this area. And then we use a darker one. The strokes going upwards, lifting the brow. Turn. So you can see the difference now how this is lifted. Same way we lift this part. It's very important, the movements in makeup. How your brushes are moving, how your pencils are moving. It plays a very important role. Yes, so you can see. And now we just groom it with the brush, so any excess we'll shape it up. I'm using a dark brown eyeshadow under the eye. From Huda. Touching the lash line. Followed with a liner. Look up. I just want you all to see the close-up of the line dot. This is side cut face. So this is the point where you start the liner, which many people don't get to know how to do it. Yeah, so I start the liner from here and I go straight up like this. Yeah, close eyes. And this is the eyeball, so this is where the eyeball ends. So from there we take a line here and very thin continue towards the lashes. Yeah, so I complete the liner. Don't stretch the eyes because then your liners become longer. Lift the eye a little bit from here just to put near the lashes. Open eyes. I made a very thin line, but still it's showing quite a lot. Close eyes. So you can see the liner now, and we will do same on the other side. So after completing the liner, we use a gold pencil which is from Stars. Okay. Since it's a thick liner, we don't use pencil in the waterline, on the waterline. Then we do lash application. So after applying the lash glue, just dry it till the count 20. So this becomes tacky, the glue, and we can adhere to the lash. Fine. Look down. Then the second side. If your lashes are getting stuck, make the models or the bride look down and apply them. It should not be on the liner, it should be between the lashes and the liner. Just on the ends we just tap it so that it's stuck well. On the liner, you put the liner again on the rim of the lashes. Put down. So you can see we see no glue and it's looking connected. So now we put mascara. So mascara always start from the lower lashes. Mascara helps to open up the eyes and it defines the eye makeup also. First always on the roots and then outwards. To and fro on the roots, then outwards. If you want to apply it twice, do it the same time before it dries up. Look up. So you can see it's on the roots and then on the whatever excess, you use this and you may remove it if there is any cluster over there. Okay. First on the roots, then on the ends. I will reapply because I want them a bit thicker and I have not used kajal, so I just want the eyes to look open up. Then we use mascara to adhere the natural lashes with the artificial lashes that we have used. So we just hold it from the roots, we just connect them. Lift from the corner. So today we are learning how to do a even base, and with a simple makeup also you can look elegant and beautiful. Now I am doing contouring. Contouring on the zygomatic bone. So very not too much because the eye makeup is also subtle, so we just it's just framing the face. Contour is done for framing the face. Blend well. You can see how it is contoured the face. Blend more. Just then with a clean brush, merge it with the base so there are no demarcation lines. Then we put the blush. Blush on the high cheekbone. Clean brush. Don't forget that we had corrected that area, so we cannot rub too much there. So we just first deposit the product there, and then we blend it with a clean brush. Very gently towards the face, look up. Prefer using a dome brush because it's rounded and it will not give any demarcation lines. A DO fiber brush. Yeah. Now I highlight it on the highest point. Okay. Highlight should be on the highest point where the light reflects the fall on the highest bone over here. If you go much further, she will look very healthy and chubby, which girls don't want to look. This minimum is enough, less is more in makeup. Just a little bit, not too much. Again, blend that. Look up. Never under the eyes also, because you will highlight the dark circles. Blend it downwards, merge it with the blush. So now I'm using a lip balm. Minimum. Just conditioning them. I'm using a pencil Coffee Bite from Stars. So we can see the lip is uneven, so I will correct till there. So when I put my lipstick, it gives even color, you can see. So this is evened out here. Now whichever lipstick I put, it will look nice and even. I have not yet touched it, you can see, but upper lips are different color. So that we need to color completely with the lip pencil. Today we are just learning a simple technique of getting an even tone in the lips. Just tap on that. You can just leave it like that also. Nowadays you get lip pencils, lipsticks which are, like lip pencils are just like lipstick. You can just leave that, and I'm using a very natural shade of lipstick. Just tap it. I want minimum, so I'm just tapping it. I don't want layers. This is a hydrating, moisturizing lipstick from MAC. So you can see the even tone in the lipstick that I'm getting. I will just contour the lip now with the same base color. And the makeup is ready. You can see the close look. Earring with it. We will just do the neck. Same foundation with a wider brush, with a large brush, so it covers wider areas. From L'Oreal 7B. So you can see the look now. Thank you so much everybody for watching us, and hope you have liked this look. Thank you so much.